Yo, what is good, my YouTube family, guys? We are back at it again with another tutorial, as always. Guys, make sure you stay till the end of this clip right here. I promise you, you're not gonna wanna miss it. It's a very big opportunity for all of you guys out there creating videos, wanting more clients, etc., wanting to get your name out there, whatever it may be. But anyways, guys, today we're gonna be going over a couple of editing styles that you guys wanted me to do, actually. I was requested to do some guy named Ali styles and some guy named Nat. Those are the two styles we're going over today. Now that that's all aside, let me tell you the surprise. I am holding an editing competition. Yes, you heard that right. I'm holding an editing competition for all of you guys out there. I had so many people reach out to me and ask me if I could review their work. This is the perfect time. I get to review it for completely free. With the link down in the description, you're gonna download the video that I will give you guys. You will edit it with your own style, send it back to me, and the people who come in top 3, I will be going in depth on their video. They will be getting a bunch of free assets and also a small cash prize for the very first place winner. Now, the cash prize is nothing crazy, but you will be getting the opportunity to get your name out there, get your name seen to multiple people. I'm very blessed right now with my views being in the thousands, so this is an opportunity for all of you editors out there. But guys, this can only be possible if you actually apply for the contest, so make sure you go down below and do that video. Now, a few things to go over before you enter the competition. Number 1, I only want the video that I give you. I don't want any of your other work. I want you to be your true, authentic self. Don't over edit the video just because you're entering the competition. Just do your own style. Don't do Alex Hormozi style. Don't do Nat style. Do your style. Ryan Herrick style. Now, how will you give me the video? DM me on Instagram with either a link of a Dropbox link or a link of a WeTransfer link, which is completely free, which I encourage you to use, or just send it to me on Instagram, just straight up, or Google Drive. Those are the ways you could do that. And if you don't have Instagram, then email me. My email is in my YouTube bio. But anyways, guys, let's get straight onto the YouTube video. We are not playing no games. Let's get it. Okay, so honestly, I have no idea who this guy was, to be quite honest with you. So after a quick Google search, I found out he is, one of the greatest editors apparently. And then now we have his TikTok open. So I'm just gonna go and look at his videos and see what we can replicate. Okay, so I have the edit done, believe it or not. I filmed this whole portion and my camera wasn't recording for the first part. So I'm gonna go over exactly how I edited all of this, okay? So first things first, we started off with a title like this because he likes to start off his videos with a title. Now to do that, what we did was we duplicated our layer right here. And as you can see, we took it into the color page and we masked out our subject, okay? Super simple. Now, how we did this text, we're gonna come to the Fusion page, we're gonna apply a glow, a drop shadow, scan lines. These are my scan lines, my effects right here that I have. I have just the line frequency up a little bit to give that effect, and then 2 transform nodes. This transform node, we applied motion blur, and as well as this one. And then essentially what we did here was we applied a keyframe right here. We went up 8 frames and then put it back to normal. We went to spline, you check mark template 1, zoom to fit, you highlight them all, and then you press S to smooth all of this out right here, okay? So that's what we did with the second one as well. So that's how we got that title. Then for effects, we added something called Magic Zoom. I will link it down in the description. Magic Zoom is completely free plugin that you can use in DaVinci Resolve. It's actually an only DaVinci Resolve software, so it's free to use. Might as well just go ahead and snag that sucker. Not sponsored or nothing. Okay, now the next part of this process is pretty tedious. I found a bunch of free paper assets. If you guys DM me the word paper, I'll just send this whole pack over to you completely free so you can follow along. So as you can see here, we have this paper effect where it comes out like this. That's just the background. Now, what we did next was we chrome keyed out my subject, which is me in this case, and now we have this effect that looks like this. Okay, so as you can see, this paper effect kind of just comes out like this. And to see the original video, this is what the original video looks like, right? It's literally just a green screen. That's it. So like I said, all these effects that I find are completely free. You can find them too. So what we did with that was we then added this asset right here, and as well as this asset, okay? So now if you look, we scaled them and put them into the background of this video while adding some paper sound effects as well, okay? That's essentially it. And we just reversed the process so everything just goes back to normal. Now this next part, get ready, because I'm about to blow your mind, okay? This is the effect I created. I papered myself out like that into this background. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. It's actually pretty easy. So you're going to head to Canva and you're going to take a screenshot of your design on the last frame. So what we did here was we took a screenshot right on this last frame right here. As you can see, that was the screenshot we took. So that way it seamlessly, so you can't even tell. So watch, boom, boom. See that? So that's what we did. So now you're going to go to Canva with that screenshot. And this is what we did. We applied half of the effect on one, which we're going to call the top, and then we did the rest on the bottom, okay? Now, how I did this cool paper effect right here, where it's like, it looks like there's paper at the edges. This is what we did. So we searched up paper in the elements. I grabbed this one right here. I scaled it up to where it's off the screen. Then you're gonna come over here, crop, and you're gonna crop it really small, like that. Done. Okay, once that cropping's done, we're gonna, for this sake, we're just gonna turn it completely 180 and then put it right there. So we did that, and then we grabbed another paper effect, which is, you have to get the same paper effect color. So in this case, I'll grab another paper texture. Could be something like this color maybe, but that doesn't really fit. So instead, I'm gonna grab this brownish looking one. We're gonna do it again. Just crop that down to where it's like very, not that noticeable. I'm actually gonna delete these for the video's sake. So then we're gonna apply it there, and then we're gonna apply it there. Now, if you get the same colored paper texture, it will look way better than this. So as you can see in my paper texture that I previously made, I made it the exact same color. So as you can see, they're the exact same color. This is the top, this is the bottom, okay? Now we essentially just copied this and we put it on this bottom one right here, and we put a green screen in the back. So then you're gonna download them and you're gonna take them to DaVinci Resolve. Okay, this is what our timeline looks like inside the compound clip. So we have this cool background right here. As you can see, it's like streaks, looks like this. Very cool. I literally got this for free. I swear to you on everything. Okay, so then we took this paper effect right here and we took it into Fusion. Okay, so this is our timeline right here. Coming into just the top and bottom and how we got them to where you can see the background. You come to timeline. I'm just gonna come to this timeline right here. Go to the Fusion page and then delta key it out so that now it's like this. Use the delta keyer node. And then what we did was, now that it's blank, we made a new compound clip and we did the same thing with the top and bottom. So now, as you could see, we could see the background and it's got this cool paper effect, okay? So cool, now what do? We're gonna take the top first, go into Fusion, add just a singular transform node. And what we did was we went one frame by one frame. So on the 0 frame, we're gonna set a keyframe on the center and the angle. We went up one frame, we put the angle at -2 and then just took it up a little bit. And we kind of did the exact same thing for frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5. We just kept going up. You see this green line right here? This is what my image looked like. So as you can see, like what we did with it, we just took it up and completely took it up in under 9 frames, okay? Simple. Now what we did was we came and applied motion blur. Now it will be all the way at 180. You wanna keep it at like 23, 24, okay? Now, we did this exact same thing with the bottom. So we set it at frame 0 with a transform node, keyframed the center and the angle at 0, went one frame, put it down, angled it a little bit, put it down, keep going, blah, blah, blah. Super easy. Go to settings, apply the motion blur, and take it down to 20. The shutter angle at 20. So now we have this effect right here. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Okay. Now this is where things get really juicy, I'm not gonna lie. So as the paper comes down, once you see that there's enough space to put something, you're gonna wanna add a text. Okay, so these are my current text layers. I have a shit ton I'm using Railway, and if you come into the Fusion page, I have glow, soft glow, and a drop shadow collected. So how did I get this purple effect? Simple, guys. Listen. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come to the shading. Then you're going to apply a blue border, and then that will give it that glow effect. You don't even have to change anything. Make sure this is actually on this little solid thing, because if not, it'll look bad. Then come to 5, check mark an element 5. You're going to have to make your own element. So you're going to check mark the outline, make sure this is on solid, make sure this is also on solid as well, just because I think it personally looks better. And that's about it. That's how we got that text effect. So now, as you can see, as I'm talking, I kind of just place them like that, okay? Now, as you can see, it's kind of, if you could see it, it has this subtle movement effect. You see how it's moving? So, what did we do to move it? I'm about to teach you. So we applied magic zoom, and you guys already know I've been using this in every single one of my videos. If you don't have it downloaded by now, you're tripping. So magic zoom right here. We actually did a custom curve. We did the curve like this, just so that it eases in really fast at the end. That's my personal, like what I like, personal preference. So what we did next was we turned the edges to warp, and then the zoom scale at 0, and then the next thing we did was turned up camera shake. We turned the motion scale up to 0.4, and then the speed scale up to around 0.4 as well, which gives us that speed shake. Now, next what we did was we added this effect right here until 2024. It's not the greatest. I don't think it looks the greatest, but again, we added that custom curve, warp the edges, but this time what we did a little differently, we took down the scale a little bit. We messed with all the shake levels, but that's not really what came in clutch. We have this thing called Magic Animate by the same guy. It's just animating instead of zooming. Okay, so what we did was we applied the mid animation control. We put the pulse count to like 5, put the pulse scale up a little bit, turned the wobble amount up quite a bit, almost at 4, took the shake count to 5, the wobble smoothness up to 12 because we don't want it to look bad. And then this is the big one. You have to turn the waviness up or else it won't really look like it's waving. So like you see that right here, it's just shaking. But if we turn the waveness up to like say 10, it gives us that wave effect like that. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but I know that what this guy does is you know, effects like this. So that is about all we did for the text. So now if we play this, you can see as it comes in, it also zooms up like so. And then to cap it off, we put a nice little overlay. Now what we're gonna do to get his styled captions is we're gonna create subtitles from audio, turn them to about 15, and then just let DaVinci Resolve do the rest. It will create these subtitles for you if you have the pro version. Okay, now once you have the titles auto-generated, we're gonna come to the track so it does it all. We're gonna type Railway, and then I like to turn it to this light-ish look. You can keep the stroke. We're gonna apply a background. We're gonna do the corner radius at like a 0.3, and then we'll do the opacity all the way up. And then the color, we can do like a yellow and then turn the opacity down just a little bit, right? And then we're kind of just messing with these settings as well. We're gonna turn the size down just a little bit, and then center it like that. And then now you have
this is your sign to take the risk that you've always been wanting to take.
Now you have his styled captions. So if you see his captions, they kind of like right on like that. I think that's honestly a CapCut template, but for now, this is what we have.
There's no more time to wait, and there's no more time to wait till 2024. The other side of the risk is great.
Now with the effects applied, you're left with something like this.
Listen, this is your sign to take the risk that you've always been wanting to take. There's no more time to wait, and there's no more time to wait till 2024. The other side of the risk is greater than not taking the risk at all. You only get one life. Don't take it for granted. Sit around waiting to take that risk you've always wanted to take before it's too late.
Anyways, let's get straight into this next style you guys wanted me to do. This guy named Nat Jongsala. I don't know how to pronounce these names, guys, but we're gonna get straight into this and see what we can do. All right, so I'm just kind of looking at his content and seeing what he does.
This ad made me $12,322 in cash.
So I'm taking the same exact clip after some review on his style. He does a lot of edits, and personally, I don't even like watching all those like edited videos to like perfection, and like I that's just me personally. But anyways, we're just gonna get straight into showing you guys how you can do this. So he first starts off with an intro and then like some shit in the back. So again, we're gonna take the whole intro and copy it up, and then we're gonna go into the color tab and add another node with this toggle mask overlay selected and the plus arrow. We're just gonna mask out all of this stuff. Track back and forth. Okay, so we added this grunge halftones looking effect in the background. I chrome keyed out my subject. Looks like this. Pretty cool. And then we got this risk symbol right here. We got this risk symbol. We're gonna take the risk symbol into the Fusion page. Then first things first, we're gonna add some glow, and we're really gonna turn this glow up. And then we're gonna add a drop shadow. Then we will add scan lines. Mess with the amount of line frequencies and stuff. I would keep most of it at the same. Okay, now we're gonna add a transform node. We're gonna come down to edges and turn on warp, okay? Come to 0, press the keyframe button, and then just go a few frames ahead. I would just do like 34, and then just keep on doing this. Just swirl it back and forth like this. You can do it however many times you want. Then put it back to normal. 6.5. Cool. Now we're gonna add a smoothness to the spline, and we're gonna make it go really slow and then really fast, so it'll look like this.
Wait, there's no more time to wait till
So now it'll stop.
wait till
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to the glow over here, and then for here we're gonna keyframe the glow, go 2 frames. Go completely no glow, 2 frames, go completely glow. 2 frames, no glow, 2 frames, glow. 2 frames, no glow, and then the last one will be good. Okay. Now we're just gonna add some simple motion blur to the transform node, so it applies to everything. So now it'll look something like this. So now it's like almost flashing at you like that. Now that that is done, we're gonna put it under here. So now it looks something like this. Pretty cool if you ask me. Okay, now we're gonna come over to effects once we have that complete. And what I'm gonna do personally is actually come up to video effects. And I'm gonna do a camera shake like this. I'm just gonna add it to like all of this, I think. I think if I add it to all of it, it'll look good. So I've been doing some research on him for the last like 10 minutes, and I realized exactly what it is that he does. He literally just uses CapCut effects built in. So a lot of that we're just recreating CapCut effects right now. It's really what we're doing right now, to be honest. Okay, now I'm just gonna add it to this. Just adding this glitch to all of them.
There's no more time.
Create that effect.
There's no more time.
It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, that effect is cool. You know, sometimes using in software effects are cool. A lot of people like to go out and make their own effects, whatever it is, but
There's no more time.
basically what he's using is just in software effects.
There's no more time.
So that honestly looks fire. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty good.
Risk that you've always been wanting to take. There's no more time to.
So it goes out like this.
No more time.
And then what he is doing in his videos are he will take just an element from somewhere, so it says no more time. So I'm going to come here, just get something with time. So once this time effect is in the timeline, I'm going to bring it into the middle and then create a new compound clip.
No more time to wait. There's no.
Now we're going to come to the Fusion tab for this time and glow. We're going to turn it all the way up like this. And then that's probably all we'll do for this.
No more.
And then honestly, what I'm thinking about doing is just putting the camera shake over these two to make it easier. So now we just added the camera shake to the effect itself. And then now what we're gonna do is come on here on this video and I'm gonna add a 1-point camera tracker. I'm just gonna zoom in straight to the middle and we're gonna turn the zoom incredibly down. Turn off the edit mode and the timing assistant.
More time.
And then I'm also going to add the camera tracker to the time effect. Except this time we'll turn the zoom down way more because it doesn't really need it.
No more time. More time to wait. There's more time.
Okay, so now that that's like that, we're going to come here and we're going to do the exact same thing we did.
More time.
So once it zooms in, it zooms in at like 4. Turn the glow size 1, 2, all the way down. 1, 2. All the way up. 1, 2. All the way down. 1, 2. All the way up. 1, 2. All the way down. 1, 2. Blah, blah, blah. Just going to keep doing this. Okay, so now we'll get something.
No more time to wait. There's no more time to wait.
I'm thinking about turning the zoom size up and then bringing it this way. So now it looks like this. Okay, now we're adding another glitch transition in between these clips. All of them.
There's no more time. There's no more time to wait till 2024.
Okay, so we literally just got stock footage of a calendar, and then we're gonna add in this cool calendar icon. Once again, all my icons I get are off Canva. So once the calendar is there, we made a compound clip, come here to the Fusion tab. Once again, we're going to apply glow and turn it like right there. Just apply some scan lines. I can't even see the scan lines. Apply a drop shadow. So then we're gonna add a transform node behind all of our effects. Our effects will not be there. So then we're gonna bring it over to the side, starting at 0.0, put a keyframe, go up approximately 8 frames, go back to 0.5, add another transform node. On transform node 2, we're gonna come down to about 42, add a keyframe, go all the way up, and then scale it that way. Uncheck mark these ones in the spline. We're gonna select all of them, hit smooth, smooth it out, check mark that one, uncheck mark that one, hit fit to zoom, scan all these, bring it out, and then now we're gonna apply motion blur on all these. So now we have something like this. Then we're gonna bring the multi-point tracker again, except this time we're gonna put it at the corner. Maybe bring it a little bit right here. And then now if we go through, it'll animate out. And then for the last part, I'm just going to simply add this with a nice paper sound effect. So like this.
The other side.
And boom. You know, his style is really not that hard.
To take the risk that you've always been.
Except for this one, we're gonna add another video transition. We're gonna add a bright flash. Put it like right there.
Risk that.
And we'll also add it to this. And then we're gonna add a cam shoot sound effect.
Risk that you've always been wanting.
All right, and then now last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come and grab a magic zoom above this.
Wanting to.
Just gonna bring it up like right here. Okay, so then now as you see, it'll zoom in and show the effect, and then it'll zoom out like that, right? And then now the rest is simply sound effects. Once again, I'm gonna leave this video right after this one, but guys, that is gonna conclude this. I just gave some sauce out, I'm not gonna lie, that took like an hour, 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to chop it down a lot. But with that being said, I hope you guys liked the video, and please let me know if you learned something. And once again, do not forget to apply to that editor competition. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video, what you want me to do a tutorial on. I'm here giving free sauce. It's your boy, Ryan. Peace out. Listen, this is your sign to take the risk that you've always been wanting to take. There's no more time to wait, and there's no more time to wait till 2024. The other side of the risk is greater than not taking the risk at all. You only get one life. Don't take it for granted. Sit around waiting to take that risk you've always wanted to take before it's too late.